All right. Good morning. This is going to be your technically ninth card, but it's the eighth card in the Major Arcana for Tarot. It is the Strength card, and it is a card of Leo. So, I love Leos. Not just because I am one. It's because they're so wonderful, obviously. All right. There's a lot of symbolisms as well, like usual in this card. Strength is a really, really beautiful card. We'll start with the symbolisms of it. You can see the background. Hopefully you can see the background is kind of yellowy. So yellow usually in the tarot stands for like creative imagination, bright, sunny. Just when you're in that creative mode where things really just seem optimistic and bright and happy, and you're excited to be creating. That's yellow. Mountains usually in tarot can signify the journey of life, with the ups and downs. Sometimes you're going up the mountain, sometimes you're going down the mountain, but either way, there's, this kind of thing is going to happen in your life. The lion represents having strength, like in your nature. It has strength in your passions. It means basically like through love, you can kind of tame anything. Looking at something from the point of view with strength, you can overcome anything. What else would it stand for? It would stand for your lower animal, your base, taming your base emotions, jealousy, anger, ego. Those are your base animal, kind of things that you have going on, and that's taming that. Leo, I hate to admit it, but they tend to have egos sometimes. I can't even say it without laughing, because it's not just sometimes. It's like a lot. So that's something that Leos have to deal with a lot. So they have to constantly be trying to overcome their ego, which is huge. Like, as big as their hair, huge. Okay? All right. The, what else is on there? The infinity sign obviously stands for infinity, but it can also stand for not only divine, but moral strength, fortitude, doing things morally or ethically, or standing by your convictions. If say you feel one way about one thing and someone feels another way, like, you're going to stand by your convictions. That's what this card would mean. If you have to make two decisions and the strength card comes up, choose the one that is more morally satisfying for you in your heart. It can also mean balance. The whole card itself, we'll get into actual, if you were to pull the card. If I were to pull the card, it would mean the need for strength, obviously, kind of self-explanatory. Inner balance. You might need inner balance. You could be that you need to have show force with love, not with actual force, but use your heart to kind of guide you here. The regenerative power of serpents are sometimes seen in this card. Basically, they call it serpent power. You can regenerate yourself after every new you, basically. That's what you keep doing, is you keep having new versions of you. They shed their skin and they become something better. That's the power of the serpent. What else? I would read this as an endurance. Like I said, overcoming, your animal side, showing courage, patience, just goodness, self-control. To have a lot of self-control, that's wonderful. If you're trying to see, a lot of readers when they're starting out, they want yes or no's. That's they don't want to know, what kind of work they got to do, like, to get from here to here. They just want to know yes or no. I get it. Like, I did that too. But, once you start doing tarot, it's less about the yes or the no and more about the what you're learning in between. So if you were to pull this card asking yes or no, it would be a resounding yes. This would be success. Go ahead and follow through. It's what you want to do. It's a yes. Oh, I didn't say, this is actually, the card is, even though it's a Leo card, it's actually ruled by Neptune and Mars. So, fun fact. Usually they coincide with the astrological symbol, but it doesn't. That would be the sun for Leo, but that's not here. I think if I were to draw this card in a situation on how to act, like feelings or how you should proceed, emotionally, or even how to take action, this is a good card to remind you. And this is something that I'm a firm believer in, that real strength is sometimes showing grace and gentleness instead of force. I have on my phone, the screensaver on my phone, when you turn on my phone, it's actually a quote, and it says, "It takes guts to be gentle and kind." And it's so true. It's a lot harder to have control over your emotions and to not let that lion come out of you, even when you really want to. There's times that I'm sure everyone knows what times there are that you just want to tell someone how you really feel in a less than flattering way, or you just want to blow up because things aren't going your way. But having strength, it takes a lot of guts to kind of remain in your grace and be graceful about things. Not a lot of people can do that. So if you're able to be graceful and to be a lady, and that's congratulations. That's not easy to do. A lot of people can't tame that part of themselves. So if you're starting to be able to do that, that's great. That's wonderful, because it's not easy. Especially for a Leo. I'll tell you that right now, because we like to tell people how we really feel a lot. So to do it with some tact is always nice. She's also, sometimes people call her the Enchantress. Basically, it's like the point when consciousness meets knowing. Like when you not only think, like it starts out when you have an idea, or you have a premonition or whatever. It starts out with thinking. Okay, it starts off with a consciousness, but then this is the point of knowing. You're not saying, I think such and such, I think this, I think that. No, I know. This is, I know. There's no more I think. It's, I know this. And there's no one going to challenge it, because it's a conviction you have and you know it. So you're not going to move on that. Let's see. I think I got everything. Yeah. Balancing higher and lower selves, animal egos, Oh, this can also, I've gotten it before, like if knowing when to like, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, that's this. Like, sometimes, even though you might feel like you're right, or a situation should be going the way you see it because it's right to you, sometimes the best course of action is to just walk away and leave it alone. People, sometimes you can't change people's minds, and you definitely can't change their perception on things. Just because you see a situation a certain way does not mean anyone else sees it that same way. Everyone is seeing something through their own perspective all the time. My perspective isn't the same as their perspective. Could be the same damn situation, but we're both seeing it different. So sometimes it's good to realize that and have the strength just to walk away. They say, don't argue with a fool. There you go. Okay. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Strength is a beautiful card. So like I said, if you get it, it means yes. Have strength. Be a lady. All right. I will be on to number 9 tomorrow. I hope this has helped everyone. Have a good day. For personal readings, you can go to divinedestinytarot.com, click on shop. Have a good day.